Hey everyone, hope all is well. Welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to talk about a very interesting thing in my opinion because it's regarding two phrases which are used in an MBA applications context and a B school applications context and are interchangeably used, which is profile and candidature. And in this video I wanted to talk about a key difference between these two phrases, and I'm pretty sure it will help you in your next MBA applications attempt for a B school in India or abroad. But before I get started, just a small request, which is to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you have liked our videos till now on CV making, consulting careers, or B school preparation. We are eternally indebted for the love and support that we have received till now. So thank you so much for that. Awesome, let's get started. So there are two words which are, very commonly used when it comes to somebody reaching out to me on LinkedIn or GMAT Club or WhatsApp, or somebody booking a free profile evaluation call, which is, Sarthak, do you think that my profile is good enough when it comes to applying for a B school like ISB in India or HEC in Paris or Rotman in Canada or Darden or Duke or Cornell or Tepper in USA or let's say NUS in Singapore? And my response to all these prospective mentees who reach out to us and have been reaching out to us for the last 4 years is that there is a very huge difference between your profile and your candidature. Now, profile essentially is your CV, right? Which is what you have done in terms of your within the classroom initiatives, which is your marks, your CGPA in 10th, 12th, college, and which college you went to, which school you went to, all of that. And in terms of work experience, it's, that where have you worked, what impact you've created, the kind of projects you've led, appraisals, promotions, appreciation awards, all of that. And beyond the classroom and beyond the workplace, it's your extracurriculars, which is, have you done volunteering or have you been a part of any college club or anything of that manner, or have you had a side venture? Now, the most common question that a lot of B school mentees ask me is that, Sarthak, I have had a pretty average profile in terms of academics, 7.5-ish GPA. I went to an engineering college like VIT or NIT or BITS, and I then went to do software engineering in TCS or Infosys or Bank of America. I haven't had a lot of academic achievements as well as extracurricular achievements beyond the classroom. I only took part in a couple of hackathons here and there, and that's my profile. Do you think it's even worth it to spend my time and apply for a top B school in India or abroad? And this is what I want to tell them, which is that there is a very drastic and a very stark difference between your profile, which is what you have already done in the past, which is, your CV essentially. And there is a very strong difference between your candidature. Now, candidature is a word that is very commonly used in B school circles and admissions committee webinars and info sessions. I believe candidature is not equal to profile. Candidature is equal to your essays, which a B school will make you write, plus your GMAT and GRE score, plus your profile. And basis my experience of mentoring learners over the last few years, I believe for any top B school, you pick any top tier 1 B school across the globe, be it Australia, India, Europe or Canada, any top B school will place 70% of their emphasis, 70% of their emphasis on your essays and your GMAT GRE score, and 30% of your emphasis on your CV or profile. Now, when you think that, Sarthak, I have very shitty profile, pretty average, pretty mainstream, nothing extravagant, think about what you can optimize for, which is the remaining 70% of the part of your candidature, which is how you write the essays, how compelling your narrative is, plus your GMAT and GRE scores, and all of these variables, be it 3 essays or 5 essays and your examination score, is in your hands. Profile is something that you can't really, optimize for. You can't really optimize for your 10 score, 12 score, college score, or college extracurriculars, or, the kind of work you've done till now. But you can definitely optimize for the narrative that you portray in your essays and your exam scores. So please don't self-reject yourself, because there is a very huge, humongous difference between your CV or profile and what B schools look for, which is your candidature, right? And now one question which can pop up in anybody's mind who's watching this video is that, Sarthak, it's okay to say these things theoretically, but if I've had a pretty average and mainstream profile, how do I write compelling essays? I'll tell you. Now, I have had a lot of mentees who supposedly did not have good profiles, did not come from a creme de la creme background, did not have good academic scores. But after thorough brainstorming with them, we were able to, excavate and, flesh out some very good parts of their story, their life, their upbringing, their hobbies, their productive pastimes, parental influence, work anecdotes, failures, that they still got an interview call. And that's something that's on your hands, right? I don't care if you have not had any appraisal or promotion or appreciation at work till now. That's totally fine. But there must be something exciting about what you've done at work till now, in terms of projects, in terms of the teams that you've been a part of, in terms of mini accomplishments, in terms of milestones, in terms of collective failures, or in terms of individual goof ups. Whatever it is, you have to flesh that out and write it very coherently in a very compelling manner in your essays. And that is what will give you a standing chance against somebody who has supposedly a good profile, right? So I have seen tons of people who are so overconfident in their profile, somebody, let's say from an SRCC or a Hindu or an IIT Bombay, somebody who has had, pretty good experience in consulting, then they move to a startup doing pretty well, 5 years of experience, and now applying to an ISB or let's say a Duke or a Cornell. Now, it's a double-edged sword. What I mean by that is sometimes people get so fixated on their profile that they forget to do any hard work when it comes to writing their essays and writing their exams, which is GMAT or GRE. And that leads to no shortlisting for them. And then they're surprised that, I had such a good profile, I had such a good academic score, why did I not get a shortlist, right? And that is something that you can use to your advantage. If you don't have a so-called conventionally good or compelling profile, you can put a lot of hard work in writing very good stories, very good anecdotes from your life, work, personality, upbringing, childhood in your essays, and you can put an equal amount of hard work in your GMAT and GRE scores to compensate for a pretty average previous academic milestones or your work X, right? So whenever you think that, Sarthak, I've seen 50 LinkedIn profiles and these are profiles of ISB alums and all of them had good scores or good extracurriculars or were working with so-called top tier consulting firms, do you think I even have a chance if I put that much time, money and effort in my application? Think about the difference between profile and candidature then. Candidature is 70% a function of what you can still optimize for, what you can still work on right now, which is your essays and your GMAT and GRE scores. So if you think that you have a so-called subpar profile, put all of your effort beyond your office hours in your essays and your GMAT, GRE scores and start early, right? If your deadlines are in September, for example, for any top tier B school, nobody is telling you to start only in July, which is 2 months before. You can start in May itself, right? You can take up a couple of volunteering initiatives on the weekends. You can start preparing for GMAT. You can start brainstorming on your essays right away so that you can circumvent those hurdles and overpower and outshine those who have so-called good profiles. And that's exactly what I wanted to cover in this video, which is don't reject yourself basis your profile or your CV or your academic GPA or your appraisals or promotions at work or lack of extracurricular initiatives. Profile matters in a limited way. What matters the most, what matters more is what you put in terms of hard work, in terms of dedication in your essays right now and your GMAT GRE scores. A good GMAT GRE score accompanied with compelling essays can easily compensate for a okayish profile or a shitty profile, for the lack of a better word. But I hope this video was helpful and I'll see you very soon.